No! 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 We'll always be bad guys!
If you still think that the thrill of a Tarantino movie and a dash of bad characters from regular over-the-top cartoons would not make for the perfect family film, then you definitely haven't seen The Bad Guys. Directed by the brilliant Pierre Perifel, The Bad Guys revolves around extravagant heists and some unexpected twists that would thrill both kids and adults. I mean, you just have to give it up for the creators. It's no small feat to create the perfect film that engages the kids and at the same time layers in some elements of sophistication that the adults can enjoy. Be sure to stay tuned till the end because in this video, we will be highlighting every hilarious detail in this movie that was designed to appeal to only adults.
Happy birthday, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
I think I hate you.
Go bad or go home.
You want him? He's yours.
In the opening scene, right after the robbery, Wolf and Snake hurry into the getaway car and immediately begin to drive away from the crime scene. At this moment, the two bad guys encourage themselves with the words, "Go bad or go home." We believe we speak for everyone when we say we have all heard the endearing exhortation that says go big or go home at some point in our lives. There are just so many milestones in life that would require you to go all out for something. It's just something that every adult can relate to. This is why when Wolf and Snake say go bad or go home and even fist bump to it, we are certain that it is not a joke that little kids would get. Play our cards right.
And they always will.
Okay, fine. But you set us up.
Oh, pish, pish. Let's be honest.
Right after Wolf is done introducing everyone in the bad guy crew, he admits that he is not mad at the fact that people see them as monsters. In his words, these are cards we've been dealt, so we might as well play them. This statement is such a funny nod to the 2006 song The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. You know the part of the song that says, "You've got to know when to fold 'em and know when to hold 'em." That's right. Sure, Wolf and his bad guys don't know anything about holding or folding, but they know how to play the bad guy cards they are always dealt.
I hate you guys the least.
That was actually kind of beautiful. Poet, man.
To Mr. Snake.
Say Robbery.
We never have to wait for a table.
Isn't that every place?
Hey man, how you been? I haven't seen you. Snake attack!
After all that chaos during the car chase, the bad guys return to their lair to finally celebrate Mr. Snake's birthday. In this scene, they are about to take a memorable photo together, and we all assume we would hear the good old say cheese. Instead, to get the smiles to form on everyone's faces, Wolf tells everyone to say robberies. Shockingly, this makes the whole gang grin from ear to ear. We don't doubt that this was just as funny for the adults as it was too cute for the kids. Obviously, the only thing that can make a crew like this one come together to have a good time is an exceptional and well thought out heist, so this is only fitting for the occasion. Even more so when we see that this picture is eventually hung on the fridge, and it serves as a reminder to Snake of his friendship and the bad guys.
Piranha, are you kidding me?
And that's right, my gala for goodness will raise all the money needed.
Beast mode.
You're really getting it.
Really? Oh, but thanks.
No, I mean it. I can see it from tip to tail.
There were so many high stakes in the scene where the bad guys try to steal the golden dolphin. Wolf accidentally triggers the laser security system. Miss Tarantula has a hard time trying to hack into the system to disarm it. And at the same time, the curtain is about to be opened on them. Not to mention the fact that it's Piranha that has to hold up Snake and Wolf, so they don't fall and trigger the lasers. Same Piranha who has confessed that he farts whenever he gets nervous. A lot was going on, so it's funny to see Tarantula declare she was going into beast mode to tackle the situation. We can all relate to taking on a more impressive persona in order to take full control of an overwhelming situation, right?
You know, I just realized that I have devoted my entire adult life to putting you in jail. You are my purpose.
My baby.
Pardon's going up any minute.
It's not letting me in.
Check your system preferences.
You probably need to download a driver.
In the scene where the bad guys are about to leave the gala with the stolen golden dolphin, there is a very unfortunate incident that puts a dent in their escape plans. The golden dolphin just happens to fall off Mr. Shark's dress. What makes this so funny is Mr. Shark's attempt to cover up for the statue's slip. In that state of panic, Shark yells, "My baby!" Unfortunately, this quick thinking is not enough to get them out of the situation. But it does show how committed Shark is to his craft. Sweet, detailed, and dedicated. Shark might just be the most likable member of the bad guys gang after Wolf.
All right, okay. Here, take it. Now stop crying, buddy.
It's not a but.
We never have to wait for a table.
Isn't that every place?
Hey man, how you been? I haven't seen you. Snake attack!
There's a not-so-subtle adult joke in the scene where Professor Marmalade attempts to rehabilitate the bad guys, while the professor tries to welcome Wolf and the gang to what he calls the first day of the rest of their lives. He is interrupted by Piranha. Piranha screams, "A giant butt!" while pointing at the meteorite in front of him. Professor Marmalade corrects him. He tells Piranha that the large object is simply a lamp in the shape of the coveted meteorite. Unfortunately, Piranha just won't back down, and a very brief screaming match occurs between the two. It's a butt. No, it's a heart. Hearts don't have cheeks. Booty. It's not a butt. It's not a butt. As hilarious as this scene was, it was also good to see that the calm, cool, and collected Professor Marmalade could also lose his cool, albeit temporarily. This outburst definitely foreshadows a twist that Professor Marmalade is actually the movie's villain.
I'm sorry. I thought it was obvious. We're gonna go good.
Street cred.
Unit 2, is the backstage area still secure?
Unit 2, all clear.
This is where all the training pays off.
After the bad guys fail the basic good deed tests, Professor Marmalade puts them to an even bigger test. In this scene, Professor Marmalade takes Wolf, Snake, Tarantula, Shark, and Piranha to an animal testing lab on a mission to save the guinea pigs. We see that Snake already has his naughty ideas for the guinea pigs as opposed to saving them, which is why he is reluctant to go on the mission as he usually would have been. We mean, he is the grumpiest bad guy, after all. Instead, Miss Tarantula makes the hilarious comment about losing their street cred after Professor Marmalade drops them off wearing adorable animal-inspired onesies.
It doesn't get much simpler than that. Now, what in this scenario would give you that good tingle?
That ship has sailed.
Good.
But then you stole the purse.
No!
After the guinea pig rescue mission blows up in the faces of our favorite bad guys, Governor Diane Foxington gives Wolf a heartfelt talk on why he should make up his mind to actually be a good person instead of his current life of crime. When she asks Wolf what he stands to lose in being a good guy, he replies, "I don't know, my dignity," and this gives Diane the perfect opportunity to make fun of his sheep onesie. There was only one perfect response to Wolf at that moment, and Diane sure knew what it was. When she hits Wolf with that ship has already sailed, we can only imagine that every adult in the audience would be laughing a good laugh. This is what makes Diane's character so endearing. She's witty and intelligent, and most importantly, is heavily invested in setting the bad guys on a better path.
Gutless. I'm gutless? Oh, I'm sorry. Have we met? I'm the villain of every story.
Huff, puff, and blow.
It's like I got a rhythm section in my fin.
In the scene where Wolf and Diane Foxington fall for the golden dolphin trap, we learn that it was Snake that betrays them, and this ultimately leads to their capture. Wolf and Diane are now tied up and are being lowered to their deaths when the other bad guys step in to save them, after all the excitement that they have become good guys. Wolf says, "Now it's time to huff and puff and blow this little piggy's heist down." Seeing what Professor Marmalade is a guinea pig and Wolf is, the big bad wolf, we sure had been waiting for the movie to deliver on this joke. Though it was a hesitated and unexpected joke, it is one that we can appreciate.
Always did have panache, and yet you still fell right into my trap.
But how did you know we'd even be here?
You're insured, right? In the middle of the high-speed car chase where the bad guys are getting away with the glowing meteorite, Mr. Shark asks a sudden and seemingly unrelated question. In the scene, Shark asks Wolf if he has ever had his car insured. This is so funny because at that moment, you would see how this question leaves Wolf perplexed. But you just know that the Master of Disguise definitely has something up his sleeves. Younger viewers still might not catch the joke even after Shark rips off the roof of the car and it morphs into a convertible. We mean, how on earth would the kids know the first thing about insurance?
That's my car!
It's ceviche, baby!
That's it. We would love to know which of these hilarious moments you got the most. Let us know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like and share this video.
He's also my best bud. Today's his birthday.
Not relevant.
He's a sweetheart.